If you can handle more than 100 jolts of 100% pure terror, then you might be ready for Terror in the Isles. A totally unique, non-stop roller coaster ride.
All right, how's it going, everybody? Scotty Slasher with
Movie John.
We've got a couple things to talk about. I know you have a bunch of stuff. One thing I guess we could talk about is just to let people know we are on Podbean now. Other than YouTube, we're going to be on Podbean, and I will submit us to iTunes. So I think by this recording, it's either we are on iTunes or give us a week and we're on iTunes. So
yeah, check us out on there and check our Facebook out, Terror and Owls, and give it a like.
And so I guess before we get to the topics today, what's been going on? Have you gotten any toys or any movies recently?
Well, I went to the Goodwill here was the last week and ran into you.
That's right.
And we went out of town into Virginia there, and I didn't really get no horror movies though, but I found a lot of 80s stuff there that I haven't had in my collection, and real cheap. I think about 15 tapes for like $3, so you can't go wrong with that.
What all did you get? Because I know I got a bunch of stuff too.
I got stuff like The Breakfast Club was one of them. I got a Michael Jordan Come Fly With Me that we didn't think you had at the time, but now you do have, yeah.
Yours says like Sports Illustrated on the cover, and the cover's different than the one I have.
Yeah. And then I just happened to look online and noticed that you have one, but it's just got a different cover. It's a different release probably. So I was going to try to trade that to you for something, but then apparently you already have it, so that's pretty cool. Since you're a big Chicago Bulls fan, I'm a Laker fan, but still, if I see stuff like that, I'm going to pick it up no matter what's on the cover, really.
And you did pick up some Visionaries that I'll definitely trade for.
Yeah, some Visionaries. I think they were made in about the mid-'80s. They were pretty cool. They were in a bag, just miscellaneous stuff, figures that I think I had another one in there too that was kind of old, but I couldn't even remember the names of them until I ran into you.
Yeah.
And I had to ask you, and I was texting a few people and asking them, what the hell are these things? One guy said G.I. Joes. I was like, no, these ain't no G.I. Joes. I know that. I said, I remember these guys. I just couldn't remember, what they were called. And then you said Visionaries, and it popped right in there then. So I was like, yeah, that's cool. They were basically almost free because the bag was like $2 or something, and I had like 30 things in it. So
yeah. What else? I know you see. Was it like a little Joker? What all was in there?
Yeah, I had a little Joker too. I had a Robocop figure. I forgot about that. Yeah, that was pretty cool. I kept that out of there, and I'm trying to think of the other one that I had in there, but the Robocop was pretty cool. And then it just had a few other miscellaneous stuff that I'm not really keeping. So. Just more current toys for, smaller kids. I'm going to give to my grandbaby. So
yeah, that's cool. I mean, those Visionaries alone were probably, I think they go, even the shape they were in, like probably $5 to $15 online a piece. So
yeah, I didn't know nothing about that, but actually I didn't even find it. My girlfriend found it, and she showed it to me and flipped the bag around, and then I seen the guys, and they had their little hologram thing on there. Yeah, and I was like, wait a minute, I remember these guys. I just couldn't remember what they were. I actually thought they were them other things that you got up there on your shelf, that blue silver guy. I thought they were a smaller version. What are them called?
Centurions.
Yeah, that's what they. I remember having them too, but I was like, no, that's not them. They're something
giant.
else. Yeah, they're a lot bigger than that. So, but it's cool always got to dig in the toy aisle there too when you go to the Goodwills. You never know what you can find.
And I know you got Dirty Dancing on VHS?
Yeah, I got 2 copies of that. One of them was the OG copy. I like to call it the Vestron release, and I think you've actually got. I see it over on your shelf.
Yeah.
Good Lord, I got Mask.
Yeah.
With Eric Schultz in it. And
that's a good one.
Yeah, that was good. And I'm trying to think right off the bat. Mannequin. Yeah, I came in found Mannequin. I haven't seen that in forever. And hell, I even got a damn love story in the mix. When Harry Met Sally, so I found that too.
Oh, really? That's cool.
Yeah, so Billy Crystal. I like Billy Crystal in the 80s. So
I didn't get a whole lot. Well, I got this awesome. We're looking at now this dolphin rug is huge. It's we got it for like $2.
Yeah, it looks like the football stadium.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Or the football field, basically.
Yeah, it's basically what it looks like. And then I got a couple tapes, and I can't one of them had the dude who plays American Ninja. What's his name?
Oh.
It'll come to me.
Yeah, it'll come.
But it's like a war movie I've never seen.
Oh, yeah.
And then I also got a wacky comedy I've never seen, and I can't remember. I should have just pulled them out. They're actually in the
And then you
living
got
room.
an Abbott Costello.
Then I got Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein, which I have a bunch of Abbott and Costello, and I know I have that film, but I don't know if I have that release or that cover, because that cover looked different. It looked really cool. But that's pretty much all I got. And then the wife found me yesterday, Dracula versus Frankenstein.
Yeah, that's a great cover there.
Love the cover.
Great cover, a horrible movie, but I mean, it's still good to watch and drink you a beer or two with and watch it.
Yeah, because that goes for a lot online. She found it for 10 cents at a Goodwill.
That's crazy.
Which is, I don't know where she found it, 10 cent Goodwill.
There's a bunch of different covers of that one too, though, but all of them are awesome too. Every one of them. There's one that's released in a clamshell that's got them fighting on the front, and it's real great artwork too. But that one actually goes even more than what the one you have. And I think it's like something Video Gems, I think, released that one. And then I seen even another one one other time online. I mean, there's a few of them, but every one of them looks cool.
Awesome. Well, we got a couple things to talk about. But before I guess we get to it, one more thing. If anybody wants to send us anything to review, movie-wise, I mean, hey, we're willing to do it. So I guess, even if you're not a big company, even if you're not like Vinegar Syndrome or Shout Factory or any of those guys, if you got like an indie release, if you want to send both me and John a copy,
that'd be cool.
Or I mean, if you want to send us a link, I guess a link would work too.
Yeah,
we're willing to do that as well. So we're gonna try to do that, but we can only do, one every time. But yeah, shoot them our way or send us a message on Facebook or on. Facebook's probably the best way.
Yeah,
just send us a message and we'll get with you on that.
Definitely.
So first off, let's watch a trailer that I've heard about and you've heard about, but we haven't actually seen it yet. The Kevin Bacon movie.
Yeah, You Should Have Left.
All right, let's play this and we'll come back and we'll give our thoughts.
Come away with me. If I don't get out of here for a while, I think I'm gonna go nuts.
I love you so much.
It's just the three of us. Just you and me and Ella.
Daddy, because you're old, you'll die before Mommy, right?
Hey, not that old.
It's so beautiful!
Wow.
I love this.
Wait.
What?
Listen. Be quiet. Hey.
There was a shadow on the wall.
I know it's fun, but it's time to sleep. Good night, honey. Jesus, you got enough switches? Does this wall look right to you?
What are you doing?
26 feet. 21. This room is 5 feet longer on the inside than it is on the outside.
How does that work?
It doesn't.
Anything happened yet?
Ella!
You chose this place, not me.
You sent me the link.
I absolutely did not. You sent it to me. Somebody wrote in my journal. Do you like it here?
No. Do you?
I hate it.
Hello? Are you okay?
What is this place?
There was a different house before that one.
What sort of house?
Why do people hate Daddy so much?
The judge and the jury all found him innocent, but some people didn't believe him.
The house chose me.
He must be guilty of something.
People have always stayed in that house. Some don't leave.
Wake up! It's a dream!
The right ones usually find the place. Or maybe it's the other way round. The place finds them.
What'd you think of that, John?
Yeah, looking a little creepy there with Kevin Bacon. Haven't seen him in a long time, but it looks very good. It's the producers from The Invisible Man, which we talked about on the last podcast. So, yeah, I definitely like to see that when that comes out. I think it's actually on demand right now. A lot of movies are like coming on demand since the theaters have been closed and stuff, but I don't know exactly when we'll be able to see it, but definitely want to see that one.
It looked good. I mean, Universal and Blumhouse, that's, in my book, already a plus, normally. Mm-hmm. So, and it looks creepy. The story kind of looks like it's stuff that's sort of been told before, but maybe that's they put that out there to make you think, and then they're going to do a whole twist. I don't know.
It'd be pretty good. Kevin Bacon, it's been 40 years since he's been in Friday the 13th.
Really?
And I just saw the other day where I guess he does autograph signings and stuff still at some places. I'm not for sure if he goes to horror conventions or not. I've never heard of him going to them, but he says he's kind of disturbed by every time somebody brings a picture up to him to sign,
and it's his
it's him, his death scene on Friday the 13th, and he's kind of like, you know, he wants something else to sign, I guess. Just watched him the other day in Footloose. That was another movie that I picked up on VHS from the 80s. So yeah, I definitely he's getting tired of signing them autographs like that and seeing himself dead there, but hey, he's a good actor. He's been around for years, so.
Now, I saw something just recently. I'm going to crack a beer open up.
All right.
This is our first beer in the podcast. John's drinking a Diet Dr. Pepper Cherry. But
yeah, it's still pretty good, though.
I saw an article where he said that he would consider coming back to the Friday the 13th franchise.
That would be cool.
And then I also saw an article where Stephen King said he'd like to write a Jason story.
Yeah, I saw that, too, and I put that on our Facebook
That's
page.
Right, you did. That's where I saw it, I think.
That's where you saw it. So, yeah, I share some stuff like that whenever I come across it. I think it's pretty cool. So, who knows? I mean, Stephen King and Jason, that would be crazy.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that'd be great. You were talking about how Godzilla versus King Kong's been delayed.
Yeah, it's supposed to come out November 30th, or the 20th, of this year, and they changed it to May 21st of 2021. So, like I said, a lot of them are going on demand. This is a movie that I don't think they want to be on demand. They want it to be in the theater, and they're giving it a little bit longer, I guess, with all the craziness going on right now. And the theater, some of the theaters are already opening back up, but they did push it back until May 21st next year. So I'm excited to see that. Do you have any Godzilla films?
I don't think I do.
And I have every one of them.
Yeah.
I think there's 32 now.
Wow.
Well, this will be 32. Yeah, I've got all of them on DVD. It took me a little while to get them all over like 2 or 3 year period. But I like the last one, and this one I think is going to be even more over the top. Especially the last Kong movie too.
I saw Kong Skull Island.
Yeah.
I loved it. I thought the because I haven't seen it a lot, so we'll kind of go through a few. You've seen them all, but the King Kong, was it Peter Jackson remake?
Yeah.
I thought it was okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. A lot of people don't like that one because of the long build up to see him and everything, and it's just kind of, a lot of people think it drags, but I like the build up of the story, with the rest of the cast and stuff to build up before they actually get to Skull Island.
Yeah.
So I always liked it, and it's a real good remake from the original, but then Skull Island is completely different.
Yeah.
That one starts out, and within probably 5 minutes you see him.
And he's fucking pissed.
He's pissed, and there's a lot of damn destruction in that movie. I mean, it's really good movie too. I saw that at the theater. It was great.
See, I wish they just make Kong and Godzilla movies like that. And I haven't seen the recent Godzillas, so I can't really speak on it. But when they make Kong movies like that, it's great. I love, of course, the original Kong. Was it 1933?
33, yeah.
That movie still holds up today. It's crazy. It's almost.
And I've known people just tell me that that's their favorite movie of all time. I've heard some people say that. So
I can see it. I can't imagine being in a theater in 1933 and not just like shitting my pants.
Yeah.
Like that was pretty fucking scary.
And they've made a lot of other Kong movies over the years. They had a remake in '76 too.
And I do own that one.
Yeah, that one's pretty good too.
Yeah.
But the newest one, King of Monsters with the Godzilla one, it's better than, of course, the god awful '98 Godzilla. That's a horrible one there.
I tried to watch that one. I've watched half of it and I didn't like it, but
That one, it don't even look like Godzilla. It looks like some other kind of dinosaur. They should have just called it something else. So, but I like Matthew Broderick, and I never went to the theater to see it, but I did give it a chance, and I do own it, but I got it really cheap on VHS and DVD actually.
yeah.
Because I got a lot of them on VHS first before I started getting DVDs of Godzillas.
It had a good soundtrack though, because it had like that cool. It had Green Day's Brain Stew, but you had like Godzilla in the background, and I remember it had like a cool Silverchair song.
Yeah,
And it was like wasn't there like a cool? There was a rap song on there too that I liked. But I can't remember.
I think it was,
what it was.
At the time he was called Puff Daddy.
Oh, it was Puff.
Puff Daddy.
That's right. He had, it was that
he had music from Led Zeppelin song.
And people were pissed, but I thought it was kind of good. I mean,
yeah, for the time it was.
Yeah.
In '98 he was so big anyway. So, I can't wait, and we got to wait a little bit longer though. But we're going to have to, next year on May 21st, hopefully it'll come out, and we can see it, and hopefully we can go to the theater and see it then.
Yeah, I think that they should just wait, because I guarantee that movie's.
They actually
How
should
much-
just
do you
wait
know how
to
much
July.
the
They should
budget
wait
is?
to July, right in the middle of summer or something.
I bet the budget's at least.
Oh, yeah,
it's
way
over
up there.
20 million. It has to be. If they're pushing
yeah.
it back. It's probably like closer to the 50 million.
Yeah, it's got to be
more.
up there.
Yeah, and speaking of films that may get pushed back, I know the new Halloween was slated for October, and hopefully it still is. What have you heard about that?
Not really for sure. Yeah, that's kind of up in the air, but they are saying that Dr. Loomis will return in Halloween Kills, as flashback sequences with Michael Myers.
Yeah.
So
I saw the article, but the article really doesn't specify if it's going to be another actor or if they're going to actually just use footage from the old movies and place it in there, or if it's going to be holographic,
yeah,
kind of like they did in the Star Wars with Peter Cushing.
that would be a little weird, but it would be cool too. But I'd like to see a real flashback if they're going to do that instead of somebody else.
I would too.
Nobody can play Dr. Loomis.
And I know a lot of people are very against these holograms because the actors are dead and stuff. I think in this case, though, I would think differently, only because Donald Pleasance was like, he loved his role in Halloween.
I also seen an interview one time where Donald Pleasance said, they said how many Halloweens would he be in, and he said they can keep making them they can make 20 or 30, I'll be in every one of them.
Yeah.
He said as long as they want me in them, I'll be in them. So he really loved being Dr. Loomis. So yeah, that would be cool to see him come back, if it's in a flashback sequence or if they can do that other stuff that you was talking about that they did in Star Wars. And that was creepy in Star Wars. I thought for a minute, and seeing that, the character there again, even with Princess Leia, it looked so much like him. So that would be different. But yeah, if nothing else, a real flashback with him would be pretty cool too.
Yeah, because Malcolm McDowell's a great actor and all, but he really screwed up the character. Well, it wasn't him; it was Rob Zombie's writing.
Yeah.
But like, I thought if anybody could play a Dr. Loomis, it would have been him. But like after seeing, like I said, his take, but it's more Rob Zombie's take. It's hard to put somebody in that actual role that's not Donald Pleasance. Like, I know people say this a lot about people, but he's so hard to replace. I don't know. He was really vital to the franchise, and I thought the way they kind of continued it without him was better than when they try to put him back in without a different actor.
Yeah.
So, especially if you're going to change his whole motivation instead of being like the failed psychiatrist who's now trying to make up for his wrongs. You're a piece of shit. Who basically just wants to make money off of people's deaths.
He was a real dick in that one.
Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe it had to do with the writing, but I just seeing that character played by somebody else and doing that, it was just. That's one of the reasons why I really like. I think the remake of Halloween's okay.
Yeah.
But that, like, even though his true character hasn't really came out in that one, By part two, I just can't stand that movie.
Yeah, it was horrible.
And on the topic of Rob Zombie, real quick, because we never really talked about him. What's happened? Like House of Thousand Corpses was great, Devil's Rejects was great, and then everything he puts out now, like his characters, like they're written so poorly, and like everybody you hate. Like I know there's a lot of Rob Zombie fans. I'm not trying to piss anybody off.
3 from Hell too. A lot of people love that movie, but when you watch it, it just feels rushed. It's just like, people kept asking him, and he kept saying he wasn't going to do another one, and then all of a sudden he finally said, you know what, screw it, I'm going to do another one, and it just looked like maybe he put it together in a month.
Really?
And he just threw it out there, and it's just the Devil's Rejects rehashed, really. It's a lot of the same stuff, and it's nothing new, really, and it's just too basic, and it was just like, and of course Sid Haig was sick at the time, and he wasn't in a whole lot of the movie, and he has a big part of the other movies, and with him not being in it, the whole film, it just fell for me. I didn't really care much for it.
Really? No, I've not seen that one. I tried to watch the one that came out before that. God, I can't. 31.
Yeah, 31.
And I mean that dialogue. I don't know. What junior high kid came up with it, but it was like nobody talks like this. First off, and if you did, I would not hang out with you because you're just like scum of the earth.
He should just stick to singing, and he did all right with that. But directing, I don't know. I guess it was just so new when House of Thousand Corpses came out, and then you got The Devil's Rejects, and everybody wanted to see that sequel. But he took a lot from stuff from the 70s when he did that too. 70s films, exploitation films and stuff like that, and the violence. It wasn't that hard to do. But then these other ones, after Halloween 2, I decided not to even watch any of his movies anymore, except for when 3 from Hell came out, and I got it on Redbox, like $1.50, and I was like, I'm just going to watch it and see where it goes. But I just definitely, I'm not adding that to my collection. Devil's Rejects is always probably his best one, I thought.
I liked House actually, which is weird. I think his first movie was the best, and then he just continually went downhill. I like Devil's Rejects, but
Halloween 2 just seemed like he just tried to just ruin it. It just seemed, and the stuff with the damn the dream things or whatever that was with the horse and stuff in the woods and all that weird stuff. It was just too weird. It's like somebody on acid wrote it. I don't know.
Yeah, the only thing I can say about that movie that's good is the cinematography is great. Like it looks beautiful, but like the characters are awful. Everybody's a piece of shit again. You would never hang out with these people in real life. There's nobody you're rooting for. There's nobody you can relate to. I don't think he doesn't. Maybe he doesn't get that. Like when you watch a movie, normally there's a character or two. The reason why you like it is because you identify with that character.
Yeah,
I can't identify with any of these characters. They're all just like white trash.
I saw
pieces of shit.
I probably only saw it one time all the way through. And then recently I saw it on TV and watched like 2 or 3 minutes of it, and I was like, yeah, it's still shitty, and change the channel.
But I do like his movies. I got a text. So we're just going to leave that in there.
All right.
Oh, no, I guess I'm getting tons of texts from my wife. So let's see what she wants. We'll just keep rolling since it's in there. She must have found something good at the flea market.
Yeah, she went to the flea market when I came over here to do this podcast today. So Series 4 of the Toony Terrors figurines is coming out in August. I just saw that online, and they're going to have some 6-inch figures, of course.
Nice.
I've got Jason. I think it's from the first series, so they've had a few of them already out, but they're going to have Beetlejuice.
That's awesome.
As one of them. It looks really cool. Sam from Trick or Treat.
Oh, cool.
Victor Crowley from Hatchet movies.
Nice.
That one looks really cool, too. And you got Reagan from The Exorcist with interchangeable heads.
Wow, that's
one
awesome.
of them has the pea soup coming out of the mouth. Yeah, it's really cool looking.
I'm gonna pull these up.
Yeah, you're gonna have to check them out. So, I'm not like trying to collect every one of them. I would like to get a Freddy Krueger from the first series, and of course Leatherface and Michael Myers. But this whole set looks really cool too, and I'm like, shoot, it's gonna be another one of them things where you just want to get them all.
Oh, I bet. So I'm pulling them up now on my end, so I can look at them. Oh, they look so cool.
And you have to check out the one with
comes
you'll see where the pea soup comes out.
This one just doesn't give me the pea soup.
Yeah, it doesn't show that one, but you can get them online already.
I bet this link right here will let me see.
It shows a bunch of them there. Yeah, it shows all the series on that one.
Yeah. But on this one, it just has her. It has like pea soup on her.
Yeah, this actually literally has it coming out
of her mouth.
It's cool looking. Maybe we can find it here somewhere. But yeah, NECA puts out some cool stuff, man. Most of the stuff's a little pricey, but you can find. I mean, I found my Jason one at Walmart for like $12.99. Some of their other figurines that came out is like $30 and $40 sometimes, but they have they're really detailed. They look really cool. But
yeah.
These, I like these because they look like they come out of a Scooby-Doo film.
Yeah, they do.
Cartoon.
But they're done well. Like they're still like done with like they don't make them look completely cartoony, but they're cartoony, if that makes sense. So it's a nice mix. And I'll throw pictures up on the YouTube stream here, so people who are watching this on YouTube will get to see him.
And Sam, his actual hood comes off too.
Oh, really?
His little mask hood or whatever you want to call that, it comes off, and you remember what he looks like in the movie. So yeah, that actually comes off too. It looks really cool. And the Beetlejuice, he looks real cool. And check out, Victor. I mean, he
looks cool. He's really big.
Yeah.
I finally watched the new movie, Victor Crowley. I watched it this weekend. That was like a new watch. Have you seen Victor Crowley?
No, I haven't seen that one still. I have the other Hatchet films. I enjoyed them, but never got around to getting that one yet.
It's enjoyable. It's shorter, and the budget's way lower, so you got to take those two things into account. But it's still fun. I mean, it's not like it's probably my least favorite of the four, but it's definitely cool. It's worth a watch, and it's got some funny gags.
I mean, after part 3, the way that one ended, I don't know how you could ever make another one, but they come up with something, I'm sure. So
yeah, I think it doesn't really go into it. My guess is he's a ghost.
And like I said, you got Sam from Trick or Treat on these Toony Terrors. Trick or Treat's a great film too.
Yeah, and they keep talking about making a sequel, but
yeah. And same way with Beetlejuice, they're talking about bringing him back and doing another movie. So who knows if they'll ever do that or not. They've been talking about that for a few years. But these figures are really cool. We always like to talk about some toys and stuff too, and adult collectibles on here. So I definitely like to have every one of them. They're really cool looking.
Yeah, I would too. Especially that that Beetlejuice looks really just cool.
Wish you could zoom. You can zoom that one in. Yeah,
sort of. Yeah, you can kind of zoom it in, but it looks like Beetlejuice.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks like he'd be in Scooby Doo. Especially like that's the Hatchet figure. Looks like he's a monster straight out of Scooby Doo.
And they're just doing all the great classics in these lines. This is Series 4. Before you know it, Series 5 will be out. I don't know who. They've got a bunch of them out right now. But I only got the Jason one. I found that one at Walmart. And of course they've had other ones. I think they even had some from Evil Dead and one of the other lines. Oh yeah, Ash from Evil Dead.
Oh yeah, because I think season 3. I pulled it up just a second ago and I was trying to find. But if you go here to season 3 from this NECA, this is the website. It looked like it had.
Yeah, they do. They had the Nun too.
Nosferatu.
Yeah, and they had the Nun from, of course, the Nun movie and Conjuring and stuff. So I mean they ain't been too long since they first came out, so now they're already releasing some more, so they're just rolling with it.
Well, yeah, I hope they'll continue to make them. I like these. I like these a lot.
They're really cool. So I definitely like to get some more. Like I said, I definitely when they first came out, I wanted Jason and Michael Myers, Leatherface, and at least Freddy. But now I see these out, I like to grab some of these too. They look really cool.
Does Larry still have Michael Myers?
Yeah, I think he does. Last time I was down there.
What's his official store title?
Welcome Back Collectibles.
Welcome Back Collectibles. Yeah. Always call it like Tazwell
Collectibles
or something.
His Facebook is still say Tazwell Retro Gaming something. It's a huge manga. He says he can't change that. But on Instagram you can find him and type in Welcome Back Collectibles, and he spells it with a K, like Welcome Back Cotter. That's where he got it from.
Okay.
But yeah, he has a bunch of them, and he has the Michael Myers one, and that one's a little harder to find.
Yeah.
But the Ash is looking pretty good in that one too.
Yeah.
Got his boomstick.
I've never seen that. I've never seen this series.
I think that was that just had to be series 3. So
yeah,
it's crazy. Then now 4 is coming out here before you know it in August. So I don't know if they got them at GameStop or not. It looks like something that you could probably find at GameStop too, maybe, because they got figures and stuff. But I have seen them at Walmart, and we don't have a Target by us, but they might have them somewhere like at Target or something.
And I guess before we go, the last thing we can talk about, I know you shared it on the Facebook page, is the new trailer for Deep Blue Sea 3.
Yeah, shared it on there, but I didn't watch it yet. I wanted to save it for the podcast, and we can see it at the same time and talk about it. So
awesome, because I've not seen it yet either. So let's watch it, and then we'll be right back.
Hey, all you Shark Week fans out there. Welcome back. It's our 3rd summer here at Little Happy, an abandoned fishing village in the Mozambique Channel.
Sharks return here each year. Their home, like ours, is under attack from climate change.
Emma, what's wrong?
A half dozen people went missing about 100 miles up the Orange River. Turns out it was bull sharks.
So what do we do?
There is a bull in the field.
It's big.
Shark!
Brown, where are you?
There he is.
Those sharks have been altered, engineered. They're not sharks.
Climate change is making them highly aggressive towards everything.
Get out of the water!
It's all about survival, folks.
That was close.
That looks really cool. I love shark movies.
Yeah, I do too. That looks fun.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a good one. All the way back to Jaws, man. I love every shark movie that seems to come out, even if they're bad or not. I've seen, I love that type. I love that, and I love space stuff a lot. So I don't know what it is. I can't even swim, but I like to watch sharks eat up people.
Yeah, this one looks cool. I don't know if I've ever watched Deep Blue Sea 2. I love Deep Blue Sea.
Yeah, I saw both of them. They're pretty good. It's just going from different story to different story, nothing really continuation from the second one. It don't look like.
Okay.
But this comes out sometime here. The rest of this year here sometime. I don't know if it's going to be on theater or be out on demand or.
Yeah, it doesn't really say. On the trailer we're watching, it just says 2020 trailer, and it was released June 17th. We're recording on the 20th of June, so it just came out, actually. Yeah. So we may have a little...
But theaters are opening up in some cities, I see, so maybe it'll be out here very soon.
Yeah, hopefully. It'd be cool if they release it to theater. I know a lot of the sequels, they'll get straight to whatever platform, like Netflix or whatever. But
yeah. Or it could just be released and you just go to Walmart, see it on DVD or something.
Right. So who knows? But it looks really fun. There was some cool, little, looks like the sharks are kind of jumping around a little bit through the water.
Yeah. You can do all kinds of stuff with CGI nowadays. Yeah. It ain't like the old days of Jaws, but they're still pretty good. And then there's some really bad shark films, Sharknadoes and all of them stuff. But
from what I could tell from the trailer, the CGI looked pretty good. So.
Yeah, that one actually, it looks pretty good. All of them's been like that in these movies here. So I think they'll continue with that. Looks pretty good.
Well, that's going to be it for this episode of Terror in the Isles. I hope you guys had fun, and I hope you share this with all your friends. And
check out our Facebook. And check out Scott Slasher World if you're listening to this on Podbean. Is that what you said they were?
Yeah, you can Podbean or most likely iTunes now, hopefully.
Or iTunes. You can see it on YouTube too, and check out our Facebook page. Give it a like, and for updates, not just only for our podcast here, but we put a lot of other stuff on there too for news and pictures and stuff like that.
Yeah, we'll share any kind of articles of the latest horror news or toy news, so be sure to follow us there too. Because a lot of the stuff we may not bring up on the podcast. A lot of it may just be in passing. We see it, we think it's cool, and we share it. It might be something you dig, so
definitely
be sure to follow us and like us. I guess that's it, John. Anything else before we leave?
No, I believe that's it for this one. Have fun doing this, and look forward to doing some more and getting more feedback. We got to get some feedback from some people on here, and let us know what you want to hear us talk about. Or check us out, like I said, on the YouTube there, and you can see what we're talking about on some of these when we watch these trailers and stuff.
And if you have a question, just ask us, and maybe we'll ask it on the show.
All right.
Later, guys.
It's strange, isn't it? In real life, nobody likes to think about violence, pain, blood, and death. But project these experiences on a screen, and people form lines in the street. That's because a terror film is a lot like a roller coaster ride. Only you're sitting in a theater, which is relatively safe.